Now I get it. Now I get it. Nice.
Morning.
Good morning, mate. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, good. Alrighty. Hey, you're in, I forgot to ask, you're near Utrecht, aren't you?
I'm in Utrecht.
Oh, Utrecht. Very good. Cool. Morning, Leon. Morning, MM. How we are doing today? Hey, Joey. How are you? Alrighty. Ivan, Al. Boom. There we go.
Yeah.
Alright, nearly said it.
What's up?
Nearly there. Should be good now. Cool. Alrighty. Well, here we are. Oh, good one, Richie. Nice little trade on Hong Kong for you. Alright. Let's get to it today. Price for German. We've got a little bit of news on the schedule, so we'll talk about this. We've got German preliminary CPI. I believe this is coming out at 1. I don't know why they always say all day, but I'm pretty sure it's 1 o'clock UK time. Then we've got Spanish CPI at 8 o'clock, but that won't have too much of an impact. Other than that, we had Aussie CPI, got a good number, as in like that kind of puts a nail in rate hikes for now. So we've seen Aussie dollar sell off a little bit. New Zealand dollar held its strength with interest rates coming out holding. But we'll see. We'll see what transpires about this. The main mover was Aussie this morning, and gold, man, gold far out. Yesterday, US dollar backed off, and gold just went to the moon. So that's what else is there? That's it. That's it for this session. So yeah, here's that news. 1 o'clock German CPI. So I didn't need to worry about that coming out in the London session. Other than that, we've got no speakers. We might have unexpected speakers coming in. But other than that, looks like smooth sailing ahead. Hey, Robert. Hey, Annie. Lock. Okay, so we've grabbed a little bit of liquidity. This little spike here that pushed price up. Let's zoom in a little bit closer. So we see this candle here at 6:30. If I look on the 5-minute candle, it's one candle. If you look at the 3-minute, it's one candle. You look at the 1 minute, it's one candle. So this big move happened. Well, big in relation to what we'd seen prior was nearly 20 pips in a single minute. So it had a little reaction. The fast move. Remember what I say? Fast move is the false move. So often these fast imbalance candles, you get clean candles to come back and refill it. But it grabbed a little bit of liquidity. My zone, you see my alert was right over here, just about 1 pip higher. what we did react from, you can see we just almost took out the NY high from Monday. So basically did a double top. Basically did a double top over here. So basically, so what we had a little correction. So I'm still thinking we're pushing north. This was the area I was hoping we're going to reach yesterday before finding like, I was kind of hoping that New York could push up and take that, and then we could trade that part of it to push down. So I've still got my eye on this. I don't think this is the liquidity grab just yet to precede any downside move. So what I'm thinking is wait for price to push up and grab liquidity, and then look for this part of the move and trade this kind of triangle. Now, the only thing is this, what we can see is like, let's not be too hasty on seeing price sort of get up into this area and then jump into sales too quickly, because price could drive up in the need for like grabbing a lot of liquidity before pushing down, because we've got NY high, we've got London high, we've got NY high again. So I would like to see price grab and gather liquidity in a 15, 30 minute or even 1 hour candle. Just sort of build and build and build that liquidity. And then what I'm looking for is the higher we can go, the more liquidity it can pick up. On a lower time frame, let's call it 3 minute plus time frame, I'm looking for a liquidity candle to form, showing that there could be a rejection, like a liquidity candle. You know what liquidity candles are? Basically a candle with a rejection wick. That's what I'm looking for to happen. Once liquidity's been gathered from up here, looking for liquidity candle to form, looking for some of that release to come across. I would like to see this whole move corrected. Sweep all of this liquidity, because I do think to sustain a bigger push up, I think we should have a bit more of a pullback, given how rich this trend was. We're starting to see signs of that trend starting to weaken, where price is coming back now, back to structure. Like before, it was rallying, basing, rallying, basing, rallying, basing, rallying, basing, rallying. Then we saw a bit of a pullback, push, consolidated for a little bit, then was able to rally through this level, base, rally, and now it keeps on now starting to come back to where it's rallied from previously. So it's starting to show signs that this trend was not as strong as over here. Okay, it's starting to show a little bit of decay, a little bit of weakness, starting to struggle to like sort of create new highs. So this is kind of primed for have a bit more of a pullback, and then we might start doing this. But you know, if this starts happening, who knows? But I do think that as we're getting really close to like tomorrow's the last day of the month, and then we have a whole new monthly candle beginning on Friday. Can you just not imagine that based on this monthly candle, do you think that the next monthly candle beginning on Friday is going to just open and push bullish into the year end? Or do we think that there's a chance that we pull back a little bit and have a candle like that? Still bullish. It's just, where do you think that this pullback's going to happen? So Friday might just push bullish, because we're seeing like on the weekly time frame, Friday is going to be part of this current weekly candle, which is kind of insignificant at the moment. It's looking like, you know, it's just that. So could we push up today and then start pulling back? Thursday, let's see what tomorrow does. But then Friday, maybe Friday can actually start pulling down and we get a bearish weekly candle. Or can we get a weekly candle that closes nice and bullish, and then today's the pullback or tomorrow's the pullback, and then Friday can close higher, and we can have a bullish weekly candle closes something like this, and then we can start to see like the first week of December start to retrace a little bit, find a bit of support, and then rally into the end of the year. If that's the case, then the monthly candle needs to do a pullback. And what's that going to look like on the lower time frame? So I think Wednesday today, I think is a good chance of sucking in buyers, thinking that we're just going to continue up before that little pullback happens. And for that to happen, we need to break session highs. We need to get buyers interested and show something that we like. But once we can push into this area, I think a logical place to be looking for a sell is to try look for liquidity to be taken up here and look for it to start doing that correction for today and tomorrow. That's kind of my idea anyway. So I'll live and die on that sword. You guys can do if you got a better idea, your own idea, then don't just take my word for it. Trust your own analysis. Okay, but that's my analysis and that's what I'm looking for. Alrighty, so let's see how that pans out.
Thanks, Tom. You're right there.
Cool.
Sorry about that. Didn't realize I was on.
All good, mate. All good.
Speaking.
You're good. So this is the first bit of liquidity I'm looking for. I think there's a bunch of liquidity up here. Doesn't mean you can't trade to the liquidity as well. Doesn't mean you can't take buys into the sells. Absolutely. But I'm saying overall, that's the main move I'm looking for is a sell. Now, I love this area. I absolutely love 1660. So I really want to see 16060 hit. So these kind of sells up inside of here, we might even just do something like up, down, up, and then do something like that for New York session. So whatever sells I get, I won't think that's the move for the whole day. So I won't be like holding it in full 100 pips. I'll definitely take some. Can I see how many likes? Oh no, I can't see how many likes. Give it a like though, guys. That'd be excellent if you can. I'll have a look at it after the stream. Thanks, Alan, for the reminder. For everyone's reminder. If you like the channel, you like the support, like the streams. If you don't like them, give them a like. Okay, so how did the last monthly candle last December? Last December was a bearish candle. But I don't want to put correlation into what last December was. December before that was a bullish candle. The December before that was a bullish candle. The December before that was a bearish candle. December before that was a bearish candle. December before that was a bearish candle. December before that was a bullish candle. So I don't really see any correlation between. But I see what's happening in the world, and there's optimism that with markets are forward looking, and I think they're when you get into all-time highs, the market must be up there for a reason. What pair is this? Waswa, it's German 40. We'll be trading German 40. I'll be trading German 40. If German 40 is trash, like it has been for weeks and weeks and weeks, I'll have a look at NAS or gold. How did those gold NAS trades came in? They were beautiful yesterday. Is Hannah or Beata, you watching on YouTube? Did you guys hold those NAS trades? Because German sucked yesterday for the stream. But NAS, beautiful. Beautiful. Filled this, so this is that fast candle. First one, filled that candle, grabbed the wick, came back, set the London low, and then went whooshka. And then we had Bowman talking up hikes again. Price came down, and then we just had full correction again. You got to win Annie as well, Naz. Good stuff. Good stuff. Cool. All right, so that's kind of what I'm waiting for. I wonder if I was tempted to pull the trigger on German once we did get this pullback. I was tempted to buy, but I didn't really get any kind of liquidity candles, unfortunately. and price sort of just grinded higher. But I was keen to trade it back up to here with that idea that we should do a better liquidity sweep. But I didn't get any kind of liquidity candle. So we do have, yeah, not much is going on. Just 10-minute liquidity candle, but this just didn't give me anything. No 4-minute, 3-minute, yeah, couldn't really, unless it's just support created at the base here. I didn't really get a proper entry. So plus it was early, I was kind of still just taking care of things. And okay, so top left chart is 15-minute, bottom left is your 30-minute, top right 5-minute, bottom right 3-minute. We've got 3 minutes until the London Open. Looks like we're just going to continue going north and then grabbing a bunch of liquidity. So any minute now, any second, it's going to trigger my little alert. We're picking up liquidity for sure now. I think we've gathered that liquidity. So if I start, is London going to do a sell-off straight away? Kind of like yesterday, how London, as soon as it opened, it swept the high and then dropped. Can I do that? Can I look for a 20 pip correction from London? Just to pull back, like, was it going to do it here? I might, yeah, I'm going to set a sell limit just in case it moves so quick. Hopefully it doesn't. This is a risky one, guys. This is a real risky one. But I'm going to set a sell limit just to see if London Open, or see if it can just spike up and then pull back. But if it doesn't do that, I'll just can that order straight away. Let's make sure I'm on the right chart. Alright, let's see. 50 seconds. Spike up in liquidity, and just, even if it just pushes down, like it hits it and then drops 20 pips, I'll just secure quickly because I know this is a bloody risky one. Morning, Simon. Oh, I haven't seen you for ages. I messaged you to see if you're alright. How you settling in with the new position? Okay, the other thing is if we sweep liquidity from downside, I don't think this is going to be a high of the day either. So if we do sweep liquidity first and build a base, then I can look to trade it back up. So there's a few ideas here. Oh, I don't like how this is reacting. I really wanted to see it push like that. Let's see. Time shall tell. Okay, we've opened. London opens here. Looks like that move happened literally in the seconds just pre-London. That's kind of exactly what I wanted the target as well. Bummer. Kind of did that liquidity grab. So now I'll let it sit here for the first 5 minutes. If it doesn't trigger, I'll remove that and I'll wait for a proper confirmation or a proper cowboy entry. This is the cowboy of cowboy. Okay, that alert got triggered. Now we're breaking the highs. So the nice one about this particular candle here, if we're looking at the higher time frame, if we look at like the 6 hour, sorry, not the one, 3 hour. 3 hour, we've got the little doji, little fat body internal doji. We've got a bunch of like whatever was created here, looking like double tops and things as well, so it's generated liquidity. Let's see if we can just sweep that and then have like a little bit of a reprieve. I don't like how it wicked down though first. That's the only downside to this one. Let's see. Let's see if the first 3 minutes can just gather this and then have that reaction. If not, I'll wait for a rejection wick. Okay, well it took it. It took it and looks like it popped my entry up a bit higher. Either be a quick death or a quick win. Hey Chris.
I just come on just then. Can you just quickly give a recap? Why are you taking a cowboy on
I
this
was
one?
looking for the, like how yesterday took the low and then had that reaction. And I like how
okay,
it's hit
just
this.
the reverse.
Yeah, the reverse. And it hit this level. But one thing I didn't like about it was that it actually wicked down to where my target was beforehand and then pushed up. So I didn't like how it did that. So I'm just gonna see if this can be a little reaction. I'm looking for a sell. If this one doesn't work, I'll give it a second shot, but I'll wait for a proper rejection wick. But I thought it'd be too quick for me to react. And I was just hoping it was going to do something like that really quickly for the London Open. I was just trialing that idea for something that I've seen, that new Germans ranged a lot. So hopefully this one, it could be a real quick move, and I wouldn't be able to take it. I wouldn't be able to take it watching it generally if it was a quick move.
Well, it's turning around.
Yeah, we'll see, because it actually worked in my favor this time, having a limit order, because how it kind of just popped and my actual limit order didn't get executed until a little bit higher. So I'm currently like, it's a little bit now. I'm just, it's literally at my entry, but I'm down the spread. But I like this zone. I like this zone around here. I like this zone up here higher. So I'll be willing to cut this one if it doesn't look like it's turning around, and wait for it to take more liquidity, form a proper liquidity candle, and then go into it properly.
Thanks, mate.
You're welcome. The more this hesitates, then it just shows me it's not, it hasn't got enough liquidity, and it's probably going to search more, and I'll probably have to can this because it needed to be a quick one. Yeah, no, it's not happening. No, I see. I answered so many times, guys, and that's why I'm not asking. I'm not answering the same question. It says German 30, German 40 right here. German 40 is right there. Three people asked, and I said it's German 40. It says it right there as well. Can you tell us what the checklists you have before entering the trade? I mean, what are your keys? Technical. They're at the start of the stream every day. This is a full-on risky cowboy trade. So this was just trying to take advantage of that pop. But this one definitely didn't work out. So that's all good. What I'm looking for, give it a second chance, but wait for a bit more of a confirmation. I'm looking for a liquidity candle. So I discussed that as well earlier. Just rewind it, because you guys on YouTube, and that's why you can, rather than me say the same thing over and over, just rewind, mate. Okay, hopefully it can react here. Stop loss is just above because this was your New York high. A London high. See over here on the left, on the bottom left chart. Just got here. Oh, all good, all good. But it says German 40 right there. It says it right here as well. There's I can see many places where it says the pair. Yeah, with that, if it hadn't done the sweep here, much better chance for working out. Let's see if it takes the doji high. If it starts breaking this low, then we can see that downside. Just gave me a little bit uncomfortable. Entry would have been nicer had it got in closer to the London high. But you can see where I was looking at on this 30-minute candle. This is a rejection candle on the 30-minute. So I was targeting the body of that. Stop loss above the wick.
Has taken out the New York high, and that was a Etsy of that last down move.
Yeah, I like the New York high.
Yeah, that's what I reckon.
Oh, sorry, that was it. Yeah, it looks like it's going to go for more. Oh, that one's out. All right. So we're still taking a lot of liquidity here. So now this one, for the next one, that was the cowboy didn't work. What I'll be looking for is a confirmation now of that being the end. So I'm still trusting that we've got this triangle to go. The risky one was trying to trade inside of this triangle without a proper rejection wick. Once we get the rejection wick, there's a better chance we're over the hump, and then we can trade that down that side. So I'll wait for now because this move here is basically taking out all liquidity from above. So now I just need to see a rejection form. Once we see a candle that wicks up higher, closes lower, I'll give it a second shot. But there's one down. Bloody Cowboys. And yeah, I want to see that above the 3 minute. 3 minute or above. UK 100's dropping hard.
That 1 minute candle's been taken out now anyway, Hayden.
Yeah. I think it'd be better just to wait for the 3 minute, 4 minute, and I'll give this a second shot.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's the annoying thing. I was like, trading up to that would have been definitely the better move. Oh well. Can't change that now. So let's let it come up to this. It's taken the New York high.
Sorry, I've got marked on my chart. I've had it for a while. August the 12th, was it a doji? Daily doji? So maybe there's a little bit of liquidity that it's about 1606.
You're super quiet.
I'm sorry. My apologies.
Ah, he's better.
Yeah, I had a doji.
This one.
Daily doji.
10th of August?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
This one.
Yeah. Wait, I'm just. Here it is. Yep, on the 10th. Yep.
Yeah, that's that 1660 that I'm looking for.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
That's
cool.
an excellent level to look for this.
Because that'll have gone. How far is that? All up. Oh, 60. That'll be 67, 70.
70 pips.
Okay, cool.
Right then.
Yeah. Be nice to turn around there.
Yeah, this one. UAE officially stops using USD for oil trades. Really? Holy.
Really?
Jeez. Suraj, what indicator am I using for the sessions? This is one that one of our members built. Called Gym Sessions. But there's one also that I've used called Sessions by Lux Algo. Also very good. Can make it look the same. Jim's added a few other little features. One about our good members. All right, so just waiting patiently here for this for ejection wick now. You're in US yen for a buy. Oh, I haven't looked at it. I haven't looked at you, UJ. Sorry. I imagine that US dollar's been selling off quite a bit. Okay, first 15 minutes, it's blasted through all that. Jeez.
Wow.
All those time frames started with a strong engulfing candle.
Yeah, I know. It made me. I'd already said it, but then the way that it pulled back there and grabbed that liquidity, I was like, damn it. So as soon as it pushed up, it was engulfing.
It's just interesting that all four of them had a whole lot.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's the start of the hour candle. So it'll be
Yes.
on pretty much every single time frame.
Mm.
All right, at least we're here. This is an interesting level down to see what we're going to get. And it could take
I've got
time. It could take.
I've got a bearish liquidity wick marked up from at that same level from that same day as well, Hayden,
Oh yeah.
to our liquidity wick. And there's also a
Nice.
New York high there as well.
Yeah, this is a massive level for reaction. Just need to be patient and wait for it to roll over.
Price action.
Yeah. I'm not entertaining buys above here. If that's because I've already decided I'm a bias.
It makes sense for us to push down to get some more liquidity to push up, to have another push.
Yeah. So everything needs to. Jesus, this is looking massive.
Oh man. Show restraint.
Where are you looking at, Marin? Above here? Yeah. It's a long way up. See, this one 18-minute candle so far has moved more than it has moved in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... almost the last 7 days. It's moved more, apart from one here. Yeah, jeez. We had like so many sessions in a row with just nothing, and then this one smashed me on it. Oh well.
Good morning.
Hey, actually, how are ya?
Good.
Hang on, Akshay.
Hey, Shane.
Good morning, everyone.
Actually,
Hello.
Did you take that? Did you take that long?
On German 40? No.
How was yesterday for
His
you?
gold trade was stunning.
Gold was insane yesterday.
He got it right at the bottom as well. Great work.
Nice work.
Yeah, I recently decided to just work on the entry which I'm comfortable with, because the previous week or even before that week also I was trying to look for the entry in the middle of the range.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So just this week, even on Monday also, I decided to just look for the entry which I'm comfortable. I already closed around my TP got hit on the gold 2048.
2048. Oh, that was an Asian session, wasn't it?
Yeah, in Asian session it already got hit.
Yeah.
Weekly liquidity.
Yeah. We're going to close above. It'll be the first time we ever closed above 1990. It's going to close above 2000. Now, you think it would?
Yeah, we may create a new high also.
I think
but
so.
Let's see. Yeah, let's see. But right now, I'm not looking for any kind of sell. Even if we hit the weekly liquidity, still there is a possibility we will still continue pushing to the upside.
Yeah, the gold bulls have been in charge. Okay, come on. Just gonna close. 3 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, every market is bullish today.
Yeah.
Even Indian market is also bullish today.
Oh yeah.
Heavy bullish. Yeah, heavy bullish.
I'm gonna give this a shot. So finally closed as a rejection. Just want to see it respect, push up into this wick a little bit, and start the flip. But this is the first candle that's closed. There's that rejection wick that I was talking about at the start. So let's see if this can hold.
I hope so, because I went short of that doji.
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
What time frame do I use to enter the trade analysis on the charts for your strategy? All time frames, literally all time frames. So I'll go through and I like fundamentals, so we'll read up on the fundamentals first, see what's driving the move. They're kind of just giving me like a direct overall direction, but they don't give you they don't actually tell you when to pull the trigger. So I'm aware that the market's very bullish, and I totally get that, but I understand that price action and human greed as well. Like there's just the market moves in waves. So the move, like I might take a scalp sell with the overall bias bullish. I don't mind about that. I'll use all time frames to look for zones, points of interest, particularly session highs, session lows. Then when I'm looking for a trigger, I'll keep an eye on every single time frame. 1 minute's up, but I would prefer to take an entry based on a 3-minute candle or above. 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute, 6 minute, 8 minute, 10 minute, whatever. Yeah, I took a sell, Donny, from there. So once it closed, that was the candle I was looking for. Once this one here stopped me out, and then this is my point of interest that I had. And then as it was sort of pausing, retesting, holding, retesting the wick, just entered on the sell there. So now this is a resistance. This is a confirmation of resistance if this one just now closes. So for the rally to continue, it needs a break above here. If it's going to hold as a resistance, it can retest, but I don't really want to see it break. But given how strong that move was, I don't mind if it does push up even a little bit higher. I'll give this a third chance if I need to. Well, that was what I was looking for. That's had to be bloody cowboy trade burnt me, but that's all right. Got to take the hits when it dishes them to you, don't you? TP. Well, at least down to this structure. You'd think at least down to about here.
Yep.
And then if it can start breaking there, I'd love it to actually sweep, and that be a high of the day. I'd love to even trade it down to like say 15,940. Let's call it that. So that'd be like 110 pips. 15,940. But I will give this a third shot if I need to.
Are you in, Hayden? Sorry.
What was
Just, are you in a trade?
Yeah. This one.
You took that one. Yep.
Yeah. Aiming for that 3-minute imbalance. This one, Tom. This is like, just make sure your risk is on point, guys, because these days when it is so bullish, it could just keep on going, you know. So whatever happens, don't fight the market in like. I mean, I'll give it. I'm willing to give it a few shots because I'm trusting my analysis, my idea. But if I take a loss and a loss and a loss, I'll just have to say, you know, the market's the one that was right, but where was I wrong? Rather than be cross at myself. I followed my plan, and that was the main thing. If I follow my plan, I know overall I'm just fine. As soon as I deviate from my plan and start thinking, oh, the market's too bullish, and now start looking for buys, I know that's when I go wrong. But if I know how much risk I'm allocating per trade, this is a risky business, so you know, this is a chance for glory. And if it not and I lose on it, I should never lose more than I tended to. So I'm well aware that I can't make money without risking some. I'm too scared to put my trade level up there in case the market's watching, in case the market maker does me in.
Change all my lot settings to 1 instead of
boy,
so it's
that's the exact same as me actually, except for my stop's a bit higher.
really nice actually.
Yeah, I already moved to break even just because this is going against the trend, so already at break even.
Yeah. Yeah, that was perfect.
Hey Hayden, what's a decent lot size for German? I thought it was 10, but I only had it at 1, so I'm not getting much at all. But what's a decent lot size for?
I would say
German?
0.1 for every $100 you've got. I think that's a suitable one.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Come on. Let's keep going. Drop, German. Fall.
Yeah, come on, push down.
Maybe secure 50%, at least 50 if you are getting like a 20 pips.
Yeah. If you can get into this area, this is where it could bounce from. Because it could always, because it didn't do the retest, that was a single candle entry, and it could always push up and grab more liquidity before dropping. So it depends on what part of the move we're in. Because we're so early in the move, retests do happen.
But importantly, like we are reacting from the weekly liquidity area,
Massive
major
area.
liquidity area.
Yeah.
Yes, so probably we get some kind of reaction, at least 30-40 pips reaction from that. And if price just wanna continue pushing downside, this may be just a swing opportunity also.
I've had 16060 on my charts for so freaking long for it to hit. Been waiting for this level for ages. Ages. Who's in this trade, guys? Yeah, now look at it go.
Yeah, I got it.
Yep.
Fantastic. All right,
Second.
takes secure here, guys. Secure. 100% secure here.
27.
That was a good move.
Half.
Came all the way
Yeah,
back to this
secure,
bit,
secure.
all the way back down to here. Lovely. Lovely. I took a bullet. Lucky I had my bulletproof vest on, because I was able to make back. That's recovered that loss, plus some now. Now let the runner do some. See if a runner can do some heavy lifting, but this is a danger area for it. If we can push up, make a lower high, and then start coming down again, I don't see why we can't hit that 15,940 target. But be aware, like this is a reaction zone. New 30-minute candle has just opened, literally just opened, and now we could do that wick fill for the retest. But I'm sorry about the first Cowboy trade. Cowboy definitely just stung me, but the planned entry was the better one. As in, if this was a planned entry, it was just a planned risk move. Whereas, you know, it's always better to wait for these ones. I kind of was just impatient with the way the market had been, that I thought, you know, there's a chance we wick up and then drop, and then, you know, if I miss that trade, then I'll be annoyed that the market's moving so badly.
Yeah, this is the thing was happening with me when I'm streaming.
You want a trade, don't you, for them?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something that's been on my mind. These London Opens have been shite lately, so trying to find something that's moving. Kind of, yeah, I do want you guys to actually enjoy the stream, because I feel like the quality of the live streams has just been sitting and watching price go sideways sucks, and I'm not an entertaining person. I can't keep you guys entertained, so I need the market to do it for me. Oh, Bill got late entries about 1.5 to 1, all closed now. Yeah. It's even the late entry gives you a nice move, but from here down, that was beautiful. Robin from Uganda, nice. Welcome to have you. How's GJ? I haven't looked at GJ. So Joey, you took it. Awesome. Lee left hand, you grabbed it. Tim, you grabbed it. Lee left hand. Yeah. Viata, you're in it. Awesome. Did you guys secure here? Did you guys secure? We're not saying make sure you secure. Manny, you got late entry. That's all right. You secured.
60%, stop the break even.
Yeah, beautiful. Oh, B for today. Oh, okay. Secured. Yeah. IP out already, but a nice one. Yeah, cool. All right. Did anyone who took a loss with me first? Did you guys manage to avoid the loss but take the win?
Well,
Yeah, I came late. So I missed that one.
Oh, that's a good one then. See, I know my issue personally is that I do let the previous trade affect me a bit too much, more than I want. So what happens with this one? Because I took an L here, and then this one. Once if this was my first trade and it was pushing down, I would secure some and then try hold the rest to run. But because I took a loss on this one, what I did was I secured pretty much everything. Got a little runner to see if we can survive, but I've made back that loss plus profit, so I feel like I'm in balance again. But I shouldn't let the loss affect how I'd manage this trade necessarily. I know that's a personal thing that I'm going through, but just trying to be like fully transparent with how I was managing trades. Like, I will try recoup a loss straight away if I can. With you know, I'm not going to take like a revenge trade. This is not a revenge trade, but I let this trade dictate how I managed the previous one. Did I say that right? I let the previous loss dictate how I took profit on this one. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I think it's a human thing. You want to be, if you can, be back to square. You want to take it, don't you?
Yin and yang.
Yeah.
Back in balance.
How's EU? EU's fine. It's doing well. Last time I checked, they were doing fine. Alright, so let's see what this is going to do. Yeah, thanks Bill, appreciate it. Oh, what? Where'd that come from? Yeah, tough cookie. That little bit of structure here to crack initially. The price pushed up. This is pretty much a perfect entry. That you see price push up cleanly into a high quality poi or zoi point of interest or zone of interest. Give a rejection candle, which it did, and then trade it back down to fill those clean candles back to structure. Hopefully, if this is like the start of the new trend, price will then continue to break and then trend from there. If this is just a pullback, then at least with an asset that has good double-sided volatility, that you can have a nice move up, and then even if you take a counter trend trade, you can still get like 30 pips on the pullbacks. Those are the assets that I like to trade. So things like German, things like gold, things like NAS. I don't really see currencies that you can have like a 70 to 80 pip push and then a 40 pip pullback as easily. Not as easily as indexes.
Hayden, just a quick question on entry. On the 3 minute, if you drop that to a 3 minute,
yep.
Where you've got that reversal candle, the first reversal candle.
This one.
Could you put the stop loss above the next candle as it flips?
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a relatively safe thing to do?
It would be. I'd call it a risk stop loss. So it's a high risk stop loss.
Yeah.
But you could. I think otherwise stop loss above here is a bit more
Yeah,
of a safety one. With the proper count, I usually leave it around 20.
Yeah.
Just because of proper count, I'm paying 3 pip spread. So I need to give myself a lot more room on that account.
Okay, cool.
I took a trade on it yesterday, and I let's say I took the same trade, and I closed, and when it closed, this tape like entered. I got the entry that I was expecting, and then price as it pushed down, I took profit, and my took because it's the 3. It was on NAS. NAS was 2 pips, 1.7. When I hit take profit, the actual take profit took here, and then the candle in the next like 10 seconds proceeded to quickly go back up there. So I realized I was trading on that's what I've said before when you're on some prop accounts, when you're on the demo, because you're on the demo server sometimes lags the live server. So when price gets to it, you execute here, but on the live chart, which you probably actually are trading, price had already done the retracement, so you close, and then the demo server catches up. I saw that firsthand again.
That's what Smart Charts is doing to me for quite a while too.
Yeah, I'm not surprised of a bunch of not surprised.
Consequently, that's one of the reasons I got rid of it.
Yeah, I think it's more widespread than we think.
It was lagging near 60 seconds at one stage.
Yeah. Far out. Now we're really flying up.
Pushing there.
Yeah.
What's pushing it, Hayden?
What's that?
What's pushing German, do you reckon?
I think it's this talk yesterday of the rate, like the price in more chances, more rate cuts next year. So the market's looking like 12 months time. What are they forecasting? EU rate hikes, not Fed funds. What the main driver here is ECB decision. So right now it looks like this. There's a bit of bank stress coming in, and there's this fellow even today, ECB de Guindos, making some comments. Oh no, it wasn't him. It was yesterday. It was yesterday pricing in. Where was it? Anyway, they're pricing in more rate cuts, more rate cuts for next year than they were expecting.
Yeah.
So market's forward looking for sure. Sorry, I missed a couple questions here. I was slightly late because my entry was at 5, but I recovered a little more than a loss on Monday. Hey, sorry, what do you call your poise out of feedback? Oh, point of interest. No, point of interest. There's a bunch of things. So, different points of it. Oh, holy man! Just closed and then did a straight 30-minute wick fill. Different points of interest would be like session high, session lows, higher time frame, liquidity wicks. So like this, this candle here, the one that I was looking for that reaction off of, this one. This to me is a significant looking candle in the 4-hour time frame. So I like the wick of it. That wick would become a point of interest. A zone of interest is when, say, like if I zoom out and I say, you know, like if I see, let's say we're getting so high up to this all-time high level that it's you're starting to run out of data points. But if I put a line across here, like a rectangle, and I can just say, like, don't know what it was, but there was something in the side of this area that was causing price to reject, holder support, price comes down, holder support, then breakthrough, comes back up, rejects, wick rejected to the top. I'm getting a lot of traffic inside of this zone, so now this becomes a zone of interest. A point of interest is when I can actually pinpoint a specific point. That makes sense? But you could have, like, you know, order blocks, you could have rejection wicks, you can have just anything that catches your eye that you constantly see is a you see price reject off of things. Like, see these thicker black lines? These thicker black lines are my monthly close levels, and I can't help but see not on the 4-hour chart you don't see the detail, but on lower time frames you really see these, like you could look like there's too many lines when you go up the time frames, but once you drop the time frame back, it's amazing how often you see these monthly levels hold, and they become like a point of interest because it's a single point. Yeah, I was hoping for a stronger reaction too. But it looks like it just did a pullback. It was just a pullback and then it blasted. So next liquidity is 16,120, isn't it? Looks like Germans letting out all this anger for the last couple of weeks. So what's this line that I've got here? Looks like I didn't label it. That was silly of me. Yeah, I didn't label it, so we'll have to find out what it was. I don't know. Just a random line on the chart.
I've also got a 4-hour rejection wick marked up from the 2nd of August as well, just above the rock. It's in the middle of where price is now.
Okay. This one. So let's repurpose this line. We'll call this London High from 2nd of August. So that's might be a monthly. Oh no, that's, yeah, no, that's not. But this line looks interesting now because you got like all these sort of sessions hovering around there, the retest. So that 16,145 could be interesting. So we'll just label this for now. 2nd August, London
Yeah,
high.
that's 16,145 is the top of that wick, Hayden, or thereabouts.
Yeah. Yeah. Looks like a liquidity candle as well.
Yep. Yep.
So let's just see how that whole area will what happens when price gets up to that area.
If you drop it down to the 30-minute, there's a 30-minute liquidity candle.
Isn't that a liquidity candle as well?
It's just slightly tighter, isn't it? On the 30.
Okay, let's have a look.
I might be wrong.
No, let's check it out. Got a doji there. Got a doji. Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Looks like this one took the high.
Oh, it has taken it, yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to keep my eye on this one. Which is 15,120. Nice work, Marin. You took the longs. Okay.
Well done.
So that level's a little bit higher up. Alright, so I'm looking for another reaction at this point. Because another trade setup is in this first, most of the time, oh no, this seems to be an exceptional day, but we can get, the average for German is around 120 pips per session. Now this one has already moved. Hey Jim, sometimes these numbers only appear on 30-minute chart.
Yeah, that's because if you go above 30 minutes, it starts straddling the sessions because you got a 132.30 at New York. So it'll start showing different figures. So I limited it to 5, 15, and 30 minutes.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Cool. All right, now I know. So we've moved 106 pips already. So if it moves like another 15 pips, that'll put us up into this area. Now, we've done this in the first 48 minutes of the London session. So for London to keep on going bullish, say that they want to get 50 pips or 60 pips in the second hour, price will need to retrace to push up to make that 60 pip range. So I dare say there's going to be, I don't want to become a reversal trader, but I dare say there is going to be something going on here soon. So maybe it's easier to take a reversal. Okay, 3 minute, gonna close the liquidity candle. I'm gonna have to go get a coffee. This time is flowing by this time. It's much more interesting when price is moving. I haven't even checked what Naz is doing. So Naz also, I could get around looking for, I was gonna say I can get around looking for a sell, but it looks like it's already happening. Alright, well, it's not the most convincing one, but I do like how it's formed. Don't know about you, but my I can see the computer's lagging on some of these things. Camera's getting a little bit jittery. Not sure if my voice is like skipping or not. I'm gonna just continue on my channel. So my people on the YouTube, on the Haydos FX YouTube, just stay on. We'll keep on going. I think while the volume's here, let's keep on going as long as we can. But I'm going to close the trading nut side of things. So if you guys want to continue, then make your way over to my channel, which is Haydos FX on YouTube. All right. I'm not taking this one. I don't quite like the positioning of this liquidity candle. I prefer maybe the hour pushing up a little bit more as well. But I'm gonna end this trading nut one. Hopefully I can pull back some computer bandwidth or whatever it is. We'll try to grab a few more trades. All right. Alright, done that now. So that one's done. Close that. No, I didn't execute on this one.
My daughter made burgers and I went away. Fortunately, that runner, I put it down to break even, so I took 50 off anyway, so it was okay.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so we'll keep on going now with you in again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Only small.
I don't mind the zone. It's just I don't quite have anything here. So I wouldn't mind seeing like a... Yeah, I don't know. Just waiting. Something about this one. But it's legit. It's legit if it's given these liquidity candles. I think what I'll wait and see is something. I wouldn't mind a little bit of a sweep. Kind of feel like it's just like hesitating here, but seeing a sweep and then a bit of a pullback.
Ali's going to close in a minute too.
Yeah, the hour's going to close. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the decision out of my hands and I'm going to get a coffee, and then I can't do anything then.
Let's load up then.
Yeah, that's the signal.
That's right, Jim. It's like the Kramer signal, isn't it?
Look at the NAS, beautiful. See, I think there's some correlation as well. That if I don't quite, this is what I'll start be looking at a little bit more, because we know the US and the German indices, like, there's such a high correlation that if I don't have quite a point of interest on German, but I see something like killer on NAS or vice versa, then I will maybe give a bit more emphasis on a particular zone. But you can see like NAS is dropping for some reason. German's not quite having it, so German's still got the bullish volume there. But if NAS is starting to drop, as long as NAS doesn't recover, then I think German's closer to a correction than another leg up. But for now, I didn't like the position of this 3-minute candle. See how like it's just a lot different that I know we've got clean candles on the way up, but we're kind of consolidated. So
very cool.
But this one here, that was kind of like a little pinpoint up, and then it had a little correction. All right. What have we missed? What do you usually look for? What do you usually look at as confluence to estimate if a swing is the high or low of the day? Oh, range, typical range. Look for typical range. So 120 pips. This is a beautiful area. This is the most common, like this is the average size of a London session. So we can tell already we've got a high volume day, so we probably will have a larger than expected volume. But either way, once we start having this much and we start getting to reaction areas, there's going to be some sort of profit taking. Just make sure you're using high quality zones for those reactions from it. Sometimes it's difficult, like to guess the direction London's going to go in. Sometimes you can see it, other times it can just sort of come out of nowhere. This is one of those days I kind of wasn't expecting the size of this reaction. I guess I was lulled to sleep with the lack of volatility we've seen in London for the last couple of weeks. But now that we've seen that sort of explosion, if I'm not on the side of the trend, then I don't mind counter trending. 20-30 pip scalps, I've got no problem doing that. Sometimes I find them actually easier to take. See them a lot easier than going with that initial volume. So I don't like that 3-minute candle. That kind of was a nothing candle to me. What's Nas doing? Kind of building a base. But at so 16,140, I'll look for another rejection from here. So once it pushes up into here, I think that we've gathered enough liquidity, no matter what, for a sizable correction. But it can take time. I think this is where it's like being impatient and wanting that. This is something that I'm seeing over and over, is that even though it hits an area that you want, sometimes it's still too quick to get into the trade, where you need to wait for price action to show that it is starting to turn. Sometimes you miss it by being too patient, but once it's getting into this area, I'd rather just see like the same sort of trigger as here, just one that's not as suspect as this one. So OPEC talks continuing, no fresh delay to November 30 meeting, that's tomorrow. What came out? Did the Spanish CPI come out? Oh, that was at 8. Wonder if that was enough to give it a boost. Wouldn't have thought so. Catch Richie. All right, we're here. We're at the zone. Oh, Sarah, are you able to talk?
Yeah, you okay?
Yeah, good. So what's going on with the? Is there a rule change? Has there been? What's going on?
Oh, there's uproar. Absolute. We're not on YouTube, are we?
Oh, we are. We'll save it for after then.
Yeah. Talk after.
Okay. We'll take one more trade, and then I'll end the YouTube, and we'll just continue on with this. Naz, come on. So... let's remove all this. So the new hour candle has opened. New 30-minute candle has opened. No bottom wick, just straight bullish. So I think even if anything, for a conservative target, I think it would make sense even for in this new hour to even retest the low of this structure here again. So I dare say that any sort of rejection we get, we can trade it back down to at least this area. Hopefully it can break through and then it can have a bit more of a sizable pullback. So I'm just waiting to see like when a potential top is in. And the closer we get up into this magical 145 area, this is where I think it's a great area for it to do something like this.
Hey Hayden, you know how you're saying the NAS correlates with the German 40?
Yep.
Do you think potential 30-minute wick fill?
For NAS to do the 30-minute wick fill? Oh yeah, makes sense.
Since German's still pushing?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, good thinking. And then for NAS, eventually, the London low can be the target. Started with no bottom wick, clean candles up.
Yeah, just a quick drive just to grab a bit more and then the drop.
Yeah, it doesn't change. Like this would. Thing is that this scalping is not really picking the. Well, it's we can see where the trend. We know what the higher time frame trend is, but even if you're trying to take it, even those little cells doesn't need to even affect the trend. It's just part of the noise where market moves in waves.
Yeah,
So,
I understand that. Yeah.
So NAS can, like, you know, if you're bullish on NAS, absolutely can be bullish and still take that little sell down. It doesn't affect that bullish trend whatsoever. So no top wick on this 1 minute. 4 minutes giving nothing. Apparently not apparently, I've been accused of a crime. When I woke up, I changed the nappy and I didn't notice, but the back wasn't perfectly up. So Maddie weed and a little bit came out the top. So I'm in trouble. Now it's bath time as soon as we finish this stream.
Alright, she won't remember.
No, but the mum's like an elephant.
Yeah.
Remembers everything.
Yeah.
All the things I've done wrong in the past, she remembers.
I got a librarian. She's unreal.
Yeah, it's incredible how like it comes up in like disputes, how quickly they can just list off all the things you've done wrong, and then you're like, well, you know, it's a two-way street, and like tell me one example. I'm like, oh, I don't keep a journal of this stuff. It's on call. Yeah. Happy wife, happy life, isn't it?
Exactly.
Young one.
Oh, here we go. Now I got the message. I hope you understand the importance of changing her if the clothes are wet, not matte. Oh, okay. I've got a journal article to read now.
Wait till it comes out next to their shoulders, mate.
There was yeah, she's had a few incidents lately because I think we switched her to like part formula, part breastfeed, so I can be more involved. But I don't think she tolerated it really well, and she seemed to be a little bit blocked up. And I think she managed to unblock herself. Cause like I was just holding her and I heard her just was like, oh, that was, I think that was a big one. And then I could just see on the, because she had white clothes on the side of the nappy, I'm like, oh no, like she literally went through so when I was on dad duty on Monday, we went through 3 pairs of clothes. 3 pairs. One was just a scheduled change.
Normal, that's normal.
Yeah. One was a scheduled change. The second was she weed so much that it came out the side, so I changed it, and then there was the poo explosion. I was like, oh no. So we ran out of clothes. It's amazing how much they're growing. The last little, like now, the things that I look back on a month ago, it was super baggy, and she'd constantly get both feet stuck in the one side, and now it's tight. Now it's really tight on her. So like we're gonna have to retire some of these clothes.
Yep, they certainly grow through clothes sizes very quickly.
Put them in the left-hand drawer for baby number 2.
Yeah.
Working on that.
Yeah, and we'll start soon, I think. Get number 2 out of the way. So everything's pointing up at the moment, and I want to slowly but surely start to see the lower time frames roll over. Oh, thanks, Matt. Yeah, we did put the breast milk into a bottle. We're pumping, doing that, and I think she associated the bottle with giving her stomach problems. So she was just like, as soon as I put the bottle near her, she was refusing it. But that passed now, and I actually did manage to give her a feed. Gave her made a small. I was sick of making the formula and then throwing it away. So I made a small one, and she took it. She took it yesterday. So I think we're back in business again. So we'll try to maybe just see. I think it took Sarah a bit to catch up as well. She was exclusively breastfeeding. Then I think when she was having a growth spurt, wasn't able to keep up with demand. And so she was getting a bit grumpy. So that's where we topped her up the formula. But I think Sarah's caught up now. Okay, come on, German. Just give us another good trade. New York session's been the bomb lately. There's a bearish daily FEG at 16,220. If price keeps heading there, oh, that's a, yeah, definitely. If that gets reached today, then you should definitely see reactions. 16,220. It's a long way though, 90 more pips. But definitely put those levels. The best thing you can do is put those levels that you like in, label them, and then it's just literally waiting for them to be hit, isn't it? So some of these, because I know that I've done a whole bunch of analysis on price way under here that I've just left, because I know that once price eventually does come back down to it, I'll recycle this analysis. So I haven't removed everything, because I know that eventually, the market will get down there, and levels that my eyes saw previously, they'll be used again. I thought the candle had broken the high then, but it was my arrow. 137 pips and counting. So this is by far a good day, a good volume day. Just a shame that I didn't read this to go long. There's so much liquidity to be swept though, underneath, isn't there? I guess this did do a liquidity sweep from here. Like, came all the way back down, then rallied, and it's just gone boom. But the more we go up, if you don't care about if you're a counter trend or trend trader, the more you go up, the more gravity starts getting into price. So even if you're going to risk like 2 to 1, the more we go up, at 2 to 1 this gets easier and easier to get because of gravity. Just got to understand what your trigger is. What are you looking for? So at the moment I see nothing to enter on sells, and I find buying in this kind of don't like it. Don't like it because I feel like I'm closer to the top than I am for the reversal. Danny, did you take 30-minute NAS Wickfill? $16,170 looks like a good spot as well because that's a monthly level. I think I'll take a single candle rejection candle rather than waiting for a. Normally would like to see a rejection wick. Sorry. Normally I'd like to see a rejection wick and then retest, and then look for it to retest the wick, so take it down. But I think if I see a rejection candle and it's like wicking up and then sort of like flipping once it's hit this 16,170, I would probably execute it. I think that would be worth the risk. Maybe you want to lower your risk, but I think it'd be worth taking a shot that if it hits it on like say like a 5-minute or 15-minute time frame, hits 16,170, wicks up into it, and then flipping bearish, I think that would be a decent shout.
Hayden, just a quick question. When you do your monthlies, do you always do it on close or do you do it on open as well? Because there's usually a gap, isn't there?
Yeah, always the close.
Always close. All right, cool. Yeah, got it.
Find closes are more reliable than opens.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it just makes sense. Like after such a rally, to come back at least to this area.
Sarah, are you looking at pivots?
Sorry.
I'm wondering if Sarah's still on and she's still looking at pivots. But it's at R4 right now. Never mind it gets to R4.
There's Luke's here. I think you've got some stats on how many times R4 or S4 gets hit in a year. Someone had some stats on that. I think the pivots would not be very reliable today, given we've been such low volume for so long. Those pivots are going to be so small, and this is just going to be blasting through all of them. I think I'd rather wait for price action, like just sort of try read the wicks. Just insane though. Like I can understand this is purely just getting built up on the fundamentals with ECB pricing and like more than expected rate cuts. But when you look at like the German stock market, the US stock market, you've got the whole AI craze where you think that things are still potentially price to earnings is ridiculous, but they could still. Oh, here's that money market fully priced 105 basis points. Okay, that's the headline. But the thing with German is like we know one of the top 10 companies is Volkswagen, and I guess that kind of makes sense. German market's starting to really suffer. So I guess the business stock market's not the economy, but business will start cutting heads to work on more efficiency to maintain price. So that could be leading this while they're cutting jobs. Not good for the economy, but for terms of stock market and business, you're cutting costs. All right. All right, if we start seeing on what time is it? 9:26. So the 15-minute flipping's too high. That's 50 pips. But hopefully the next candle, the 9:30 candle that opens on the 15-minute, hopefully we start seeing somewhere on the 3s or the 5s or the 4s, we start to see like a liquidity candle, and that could lead to this next 15 or 30-minute candle wicking up and then starting to like flip, and I might just execute on the flip because I really didn't expect it to be getting to this level. But I think the next candle might present an opportunity to at least sell down. Maybe it'll only sell down to 16,120, even that's a 50 pip move. Don thinks a short squeeze, market sentiment, the DAX is over 80% bearish. Everyone's trying to short and now short covering. Man, I hope you're right. Hope we're right. Hope we can get a banger. But I think the main thing is like being patient on your entry. And that's a very critical point. Monthly level though, been hit. That's a significant point of interest for me. The thing's gone parabolic, hasn't it? That move that we got looks so tiny now, doesn't it? But if anyone started the stream and forecast this move, I'd call you a liar. If you're able to like take it and then hold full all the way up to there, you'd need to like you really would need to have some information that I didn't have. I think you can see that it's bullish, but to see this on the day like today, I would be very surprised.
Wasn't the bounce off the Asian 50? 50%?
It did, yeah. It did. I like the wicket down because that was kind of my target, but it wicked down, then went up, and then it blasted me. Where I was hoping it was going to go up and then down, and then like up or down. So I can see the entry, but I'm talking about like having a target for today. All the way up here. In one go. I don't think many people would forecast this session to be this big for today. Alright, we've got the 9:30. So
it's just filled that daily candle, hasn't it, Hayden? Just that clean one all the way up.
We've got a 3-minute bearish candle now. So I'm going to execute on it. 3-minute wick. Let's see if we can get a bit of a pullback here. So I'm going to give it something like this. See if we can get down to here. Maybe even down here, but at least to here. Yeah, that's it, Matt. Oh wait, there's leader fan bias is based on what gets swept first. The high got swept first, so I was looking for a reversal to sell. Yeah, then yeah, exactly. No one stays in moves that long. Well, not retail traders anyway. Maybe like position traders or swing traders, but then your stop loss is usually a lot bigger. So like moves like this, normally if someone will start to like, most people wouldn't be able to hold for something that's more than say like 3-1 or 4-1 or 5-1. Most wouldn't be able to do that. So whether you take a 3 or 5-1 trade with the trend, which you'll probably cut early and be super stoked with your trade, or you look to take like say a 2-1 counter trend trade, like, or 3-1. In the end, the move is pretty much the same. You can like, I know there are people that will scale into things, so there's definitely many ways to trade. I'm not saying this is like the best way of trading, but if you don't see that move, the easier move is usually once price has got to a point of interest, giving you price action, just to look for that scalp and just be done. Because we know like we've got this much information now, the price is so bullish. Market moves in waves. It can't just maintain this. There's got to be some pullback. So can we time the pullback? Time the pullback with a bit of confluence, you know. Particular point of interest that you like. A candle that shows at least some sign of rejection. Clean candles on the way up. it makes sense to give this one a shot. Knowing that risk is never going to be too big, that if I get it wrong, it's not going to actually hurt my feelings. I might, because it kind of pushed up and then pulled back a little bit and then continued. So I'm just going to make a little adjustment to this. 120 region. Is it probable to expect a 50% retracement? Yeah, I think so. I think so. So the monthly level is the one that held, not this 2-hour wick. See how like it's still good though. You put your levels in, and I'm not like all the levels, they don't have to hold. But what we're trying to do is have a confluence that you're finding zones, and then you're waiting for price to show you as well, so which one is actually holding. There was nothing here that tell us to really get in. So obviously this zone didn't work, but now it might work on the flip. Like it might now hold as a bit of support. So keep the zones in, never just delete them straight away. But then like always make sure you've got 2 or 3 levels above where you're looking at, just in case it goes through one, and then you don't have to like think, oh shit, it's gone past my level. Now I need to go and have a look for a new zone. Always prepare and have like a few zones ahead. Cool, up 12 pips at the moment. More on the personal. 8 pips on the prop account. Jesus. Having a little reaction at this no wick candle at the moment. BE, nah, not yet. Not yet. I didn't secure anything, so I don't want to move my stops to break even, because I'll probably just get stopped out for nothing. So price, because this is a single candle so far, so price could always come up and retest. What I'd love to see is a really quick move down, and then see price sort of come back quite quickly. Then I think that's the start of the whole down move. So like if it does that, I still want to take some profits here. But if it starts showing like rejection, I think you can give it another go, and then I think you can get that full 50% correction of this rally. If we form a base without having that quick move, then I think it might just be that, just a pullback base, retest as high, maybe even continue a little bit higher. Yeah, that's it. When the rally is so strong, isn't it, Bill? Like these bases don't need to come back to retest all the time. They could form a new high, a higher low, a lot higher than the previous higher high. I'm giving it a shot on Nas as well.
Okay.
So I saw on my terminal. And we've got the liquidity candle, a little retest. So I'm seeing if this one can trade down. Entry was there. Trade down to here. So got both going. Got Nas and German. Yeah, no, this is normally the time I'm done as well. We've actually had a decent day. Sorry, not decent day. I mean, I had very little show for it. Took a loss and then had a win that made back the loss. This is looking good, though. But we've had huge volume, so when we've got days like this, we can't end the streams early, can we? Let's go, Nas. Come on.
That NASDAQ trade looks good, right?
Yeah, it looks good. Got it. Oh, which one are you talking about? Nas or German? Al? German. Yeah, German looks good. So that would have been, if I'd moved to break even, would have BE'd me.
I'd have been stopped there.
Yeah. So I know to say that only move your stop loss once you take profit, but so often like I'll move to break even. Like if I had like a really good day to start with, I'm sometimes more conservative as well. So it's the same thing, goes back to the previous result. Can sometimes manage how I trade the next trade, which I need to kill that habit.
Me too. It's hard.
Yeah. So am I streaming because there's volume, or am I streaming to avoid bath time? No, I don't mind bath time. It's quite nice.
Bath time's fun.
Yeah. She used to hate it. Now she likes it. "15 minutes has come to a close. What's the lay of the land?"
sitting on top of that 16,145 mil.
Hmm. All right. Well, we know what to do. So I want to have a chat with my members about a couple of things. So YouTube people, good luck. Appreciate you guys. Let's see what happens for the rest of the session. I will see you guys for London Open tomorrow. All right, YouTube, take care. Bye bye.